Hey guys, Zomfox here, and today I wanted to actually tackle a question the USFL proposed on their Twitter. Which USFL technology would you like to see in CFB, college football? Now, USFL asking us, maybe they're actually thinking about adding one of these, maybe they're thinking about adding it to the NFL, we don't know, we'll see, but the important thing is that I want to answer this question because I think it's a very intriguing question. The four options are the drone cam, the helmet cam, ref cam, and all access mic'd up. First and foremost, the drone cam. If you don't know, the NFL and stuff like that uses drones already, but they don't use it the way the USFL did. The USFL used the littler drones. We're able to fly them around near the plays the way that the NFL doesn't do or college football doesn't do. So that's where the difference is in their drone cam. Now, as for the question, which would you like to see? Personally, I think that three of these options are solid options, and I think one of them is a bit better. Well, two of them I think are better in different ways, and one of them I think is the worst by far. Now, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below as well, and I want to see your guys' thoughts on this. But without further ado, my least favorite and the one I think should not be done is the drone cam. I think the drone cam is overall just a weaker version of a helmet cam. I get that it can, get those angles for catches and stuff better, but I think that the difficulty in how some people who were manning the drones didn't seem like they were, the best at it, or how hard it is to use them. I don't think there's enough of a benefit to the drone cam over the other cams. The drone cam can get some weird angles, but the helmet cam literally shows almost what the players see. Literally, that's a cool view. The drone cam is just a different regular cam. So I think the drone cam is the weakest of the four, and I think it's by a wide margin. I think it's the only one that if they were to actually add one of these and they only added one, they added the drone cam, I would be upset that they did that. The other three, I'm fine with any of them. But the one that I would say is the third best, I'm not going to say second worst because the drone cam I think is just far below the other three. I think the helmet cam. I know a lot of people really like the helmet cam. They think it's a really cool thing. But the only thing with the helmet cam that I would say isn't truly great is the fact that even it puts you kind of in the player. I say kind of because the cam on the helmet doesn't, show where your eyes are. If you're looking down with your eyes, your pupils are looking down, the cam's not going to see that. You're looking to the right, the cam's not going to fully see that. It's just getting you that kind of straightforward view. Now, it still is a very cool thing. It definitely puts you pretty close into it, like the Michael Vick Experience commercial kind of thing. But the reason I would say it's the third best is because I think the other two are just better. Now, this is where my view on why I said the two are best in different ways are. If I am saying for the game, the ref cam is by a mile the best. Now, I said for the game. The ref cam is a very big deal because if you have it, even though it's the same deal, you're not seeing the exact eyes, the direction your head is facing as a ref will be fully visible, easy to see for anyone to know. Meaning that if you have a ref that's, not looking the way they should, you can have the higher ups, either higher up referees, officials, the league commissioners, things like that. They can see where the ref is pretty much aiming their focus, and you can say, hold up, that's wrong, or you're supposed to look this way. So what you can do is you can automatically, by just adding a camera, make the refs automatically better or force themselves to be better. Because they have to actually, be whatever they mistake or do wrong will be insanely visible. Because, you can say, well, the camera shows this, from a far angle view, but if you have a camera on your hat that's facing forward, and it clear as day shows, a holding call you didn't call, or that you called a roughing the passer when it's blatantly obvious they barely touched him, that will cause a lot of, throwback on, things on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere is going to be, flaming on that ref, and it'll be more obvious, which means that these leagues would have to actually do even more about them, which I think is what's a very good thing for the game. As for a fan, and what I would want to see when I'm watching TV, though, is the all-access mic'd up. I believe Shannon Sharp says this a decent amount undisputed, that he does not watch pro sports events or games with commentators because they kind of pollute your mind on players. A good example is if you watch the NBA playoffs If you were like listening to the commentators, you'd have thought that Jason Tatum was like this top 3 player in basketball. They always made it out to be like he was this like insane top tier guy. Tatum's great, but he definitely ain't top 3 because he's not even top 5. So the commentators make you think that they're better than they are, and in some other cases, worse than they are. Now, I'm not trying to hate on, Tatum and stuff like that, but like if you watch it, you know what I mean. Like the commentators made it act like, man, Tatum's this awesome top tier player. He's great. He's not top tier. And that's something that the All Access Mic'd Up can kind of dilute by adding something actually unique and cool. The idea of having the mic up experience between pretty much the coach and the quarterback makes it a very cool experience to see just how much thought is needed for a quarterback, for a coach, for an offense to have to communicate and all these different things. And when you do have the commentators who are usually the quarterback commentators, like a Mark Sanchez talking about how when they say this certain like thing, how it means, oh, they're going to do a 1 snap, a 2 snap, they're going to do like some sort of pitch or something. That's cool. That makes the experience of watching the game better because you can understand a lot easier how hard it is to be a quarterback or a coach. And I think that helps make the experience better for a viewer because you can see just how cool it is, or just how, you know what I mean? It's just how insane it is and how much work you have to prepare mentally to be a head coach or an offensive coordinator or be a quarterback and understand every single nuance in that thing that they say for the play. Now, for me, I would say that my ranking would be the All Access Mic'd Up is the best, the Ref Cam is the second best, Helmet Cam third, and Drone a far fourth. If you like the Drone Cam, I can't buy it. I can't buy into the Drone Cam, especially over the other 3, in the way that it doesn't seem like it's that necessary, and it doesn't seem like it adds that much. Because at the end of the day, it's just like a side cam, like, a camera guy that's on the sideline, but just in the air moving faster. I don't think that's really adding anything. It's just kind of changing the camera angle. But a helmet cam, a ref cam, those literally almost, as I said, almost fully puts you in the shoes of what that guy's seeing, with minor exceptions. But the All Access Mic'd Up allows you to fully hear, and especially with how they did the cameras, see how these quarterback coaches, offenses manage their plays. That's why I think that's the best. As I said earlier, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Which would you like to see added most of all of these? This has been ZomFox. If you enjoy this content, why not notified as soon as I upload any videos? Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. And as always, have a great night.